Can you hear Ashaji?
Yes, madam, we can hear. There is no problem.
Okay, no voice. Anushri, can you call Ashaji separately and see what needs to be done?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let's begin with a check-in word. I'm checking in with presence. Vineet, I pass on to you to check in with your one word that you're present to.
Deep meditation.
Okay. You can pass it to someone else.
Anushri.
I can't hear Anushri. I can't.
I pass on to Anushri.
Anushri is talking to Asha ji, so we'll pass it on to Leilani. Leilani, we can't hear you. You might be muted. Yes, you are.
Sorry. Deep love.
Okay. And you can pass it to Yani, Lee, Meena.
I pass it on to Yanni.
Okay, Yani.
Thank you.
You will need, yes.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
It's like
I am present to happy.
Say again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. I'm present to happiness, and I'll pass it on to Lee. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm present to presence.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Pass it to me.
Okay, back to you, Mynoo.
Okay, Meena ji.
Okay, thank you. And I am present to amazement and wonderment. And thank you. And I'm on my phone, so you can pass it on to whoever you think is all right from my side. Thank you.
I think Anushri and Asha are still in conversation. So we'll begin. Yanni's raised his hands already. So Yanni, will bring you in. If you can come on video, then we can spotlight both of us. Okay. Where are you? Is that cold in the UK?
It's cold. It's cold. Yes. It's going to get colder next week. We're going to have rain and snow all week.
Ah. Okay. Yes, your question.
Thank you, Mynoo. Thank you. Thank you. I struggle in the evenings when I come home from work, whether I have gym or whether I do something at home, or whether I have work to do or anything personal. I just tend to go sideways and struggle, to be efficient, whether it's something personal to do, like a to-do list, or whether it's something to do with work. In the evenings, I tend to, I get overwhelmed, or I don't know, I struggle to be on the ball and get things done.
So what I'm picking up is you probably require a little bit more earthing when you come back. So rather than get involved in anything, just even if you just did the start of any of my meditations where I get you to connect the cords to the core of the earth, and then I get you to like scan, by making concentric circles. And in your scan, you make a concentric circle front of your forehead, back of your head, and scan through it and release. That will actually connect you to the earth. Okay, and then you come out of it with just allow yourself to focus your attention on your heart for a short while, breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and then open your eyes. So that will earth you. Then you will get that clarity. It's the earthing that is taking you off your circadian set points. That's what is happening.
Okay, thank you. And that's it, nothing else, just earth as you say it. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I wanted to say thank you as well for last time when I didn't have a question and you sent me to watch an Avatar episode. It was so specific dynamics to that. So I did that and I enjoyed it and I saw what you were pointing me towards. So I wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great, great. So much magic that surrounds us.
Yes, definitely. So thank you very much, Mynoo. Thank you.
Is seen and acknowledged, you know. Great. Thank you, Yanni.
Thank you.
Okay, Anushri, are you there? I think
Yeah, anyone wants to ask any question, please?
Meena ji had raised her hand. Okay, maybe she's not there. Any other questions?
Yes, madam, I have one question, madam.
Okay.
In meditation, madam, what's beyond the stage when the tingling occurs in the brain?
It's like your body parts, you actually experience them as distinct from your body. So initially there is a tingling that occurs. You allow that tingling, now that you've gotten used to the tingling, right? You just allow the tingling to be released. And then as you go deeper into your meditation, you'll start seeing that your feet are not a part of your body. Your arms are not a part of your body. It's like you just start to see them as, cells that exist with their own vibrancy, with their own energy. And it literally is an experience of the soul presence that you are. And then I bring you back. I mean, you come back into your body because this whole expansion is taking place in your body. That is the next stage, where you feel the expansiveness of your soul presence in your human body without its confines of its particular forms. When the tingling occurs, you start releasing the tingling by simply giving the instruction saying, okay, release.
Got it.
So,
Thank you.
yeah. I mean, like I was sharing that I was going through a spiritual awakening recently, and I do this often, this experience of just like not being my body at all, and yet very much being in the body. I started focusing on particular parts of my body, like the feet, like really focusing on, okay, I release my feet, I release my calves, I release my ankles, It was quite a special experience to get to know your body with the vibration of your soul presence. And really what it does is, so, you've all heard that I tripped and I sprained my ankle. But actually, when I went in and looked at it, there was a hairline fracture. There was a muscle tear, not necessarily a tendon tear. I don't know what the difference was. So I was able to, by doing this, I was able to repair the hairline fracture. The muscle tear actually became a muscle stress, and whatever other stresses were there became like a tissue stress. So it's taken a while, but that stuff would have taken months. But I was able to do it because I literally went in and it was my soul vibration that was there in my feet. Soul is, it's limitless and it's unstoppable. It's not, nothing encumbers it. So it brings the tissues to their originating intent. And really, where you're heading to with this is, and the thing that actually comes in the way, that is what you want to understand. What comes in the way is when we give labels to our experiences, as if I'm angry, well, or I'm upset, I'm in pain. But there's 124 trillion cells that make up your physical body. The 124 trillion, vast majority of them are not angry. Vast majority of them are actually not in pain. So what actually creates a conflict in the vibe in your physical body is this labeling that we give to our experiences. So I really learned not to label experiences, instead to engage with how am I feeling? But that understanding came from recognizing this next layer that you are about to experience in your meditation.
Madam, one more question, madam. Yeah. When we practice meditation or just like advanced saints do, so is there any phenomena that I have heard that they develop the healing energy distantly? So
Yeah,
is that possible that when
yeah.
we practice meditation and under someone guidance, we do develop some healing energy so that we send someone healing energy and that healing energy really works for the suffering person?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We are born healers. Our bodies are automatic. They all have an automatic healing capacity that we implement on ourselves. Or the only thing that stops us from supporting each other this way is our own belief that, how can I do this? It feels like not possible. Some people can do it, but not us. Everybody can do it. It does require some coaching, yes. It does require you being able to project yourself at a distance into another person's form. It requires that, and there is a way in which you can do it. Because remember, everything is a vibration only. There's nothing else. Even though it feels like a hard thing, it is still a collection of vibrations. It would not have form if it wasn't a collection of vibrations. So there is a way of doing it. It does take, and the only reason it takes time, Vineet, is because our logical mind goes, this can't be possible.
Got it, madam. Thank you.
I mean, fortunately for me, Vineet, when all of this stuff happened to me, I didn't know this was even possible. I wasn't even asking for any of this stuff. But what I was experiencing was like, it was real I was experiencing it. So I couldn't deny it. I didn't have a step-by-step guide. Now I'm actually planning to, really create that for people so that you can work with it. Like, in some ways, you participated in some of our Beyond meditations where we projected ourselves to particular parts on the planet. And you were sitting wherever you were sitting and you were safe, and you did project yourself into those parts of the world. The same way, if you could go through all those different countries and the oceans and the stones and the bricks and the soil into that part of the world, you can certainly do that with a human form.
Yes, madam. As a group, we need really to develop that energy because there are a lot of sufferings on this earth. Lot of people are suffering from diseases. So,
Yeah.
as a group, we can also develop that healing energies and send to those healing energies to the people who require deadly those healing energies who are suffering for life, madam.
Yes, and Vineet, we did a lot of that during the COVID times as a group. So yes, definitely.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay, Sushant.
Anyone?
Sushant?
Yeah, my question is regarding souls. What is the difference between human soul and animal souls and other creatures? Um,
Okay. Manushi, can you deal with the spotlight?
Yes.
Okay. Sushant, there is no difference. There is a difference in consciousness,
yeah.
right? But there is no difference at a soul level. We are all the same speck of consciousness that has come from the creator. There is no difference. Now, the conscious awareness and the consciousness in different forms is different.
So do
There is
animals
an
also
innate,
go through a soul journey like we do in our human
yeah,
avatar?
of course they do. Remember, I talked about the innate vibration of being human is love. Similarly, there are different animal forms that have got different innate vibrations. Yes, they do. Animals do.
But without consciousness, how do they go through their
It's
journeys?
not that they don't have consciousness. The conscious awareness is of a different quality, different nature to ours. I mean, a dog is clearly consciously aware, maybe in some ways his sensory systems are far more advanced than ours. In other ways, his form of expression is not understood by us, doesn't necessarily mean it isn't as, pronounced as ours.
So I like in Hindu Indian rather folk more like loose talk. It is said that you you would be born an animal next time, or you must have been born. You have to be born an animal several times before you get to be a human form. That is something like that, or it is?
It sounds so weird, but there is some reality to this. There's a variety of experiences of different forms of living purely from your truth that are a necessary training ground for us to be able to play the game of relating with conscious awareness, which is what humans do. Um, this logic and intellect and thoughts and all of that coming together, applying it to construct, deconstruct, play a game of mistrust, being disconnected from our truth. Humans are the ones that play that game. And because this is a playground, and the game is one of relating, um, and it is about collaborative co-creation of coexistence, having had the experience of these multiple truths is an essential part of evolving into a human form. Now, there are certain animal forms which are of very high enlightened frequency. Only humans that have, completed their journey as a human can actually cope with that form. Whales, for example, or the dolphins. They're very advanced forms in terms of enlightened frequency. So it's not loose talk. There is some basis to it.
Okay.
But like when animals are killed in volume, mass killing for cleansing or for food or whatever it is, then is that aligned with? Means I'm not able to figure out when you're taking so many souls and um, from their form they have to exit because you kill them in a mass manner because of food requirements or food industry, or let's call it whatever. Then how does that reconcile with karma? Is it bad karma to be eating non-vegetarian when you don't need to eat?
See, a hunter-gatherer experience in a hunting gathering space is actually not a conscious choice to perform that karma. So that is like, okay, that is you've done it as a form of survival. But this making a conscious choice of mass killing of animals, it creates a huge amount of stress. A huge amount of conflict is propagated. There is at a very deep level within the human himself, given that the human form is love, there is a very deep-seated conflict that becomes so activated, that is there, and yet for just operating above the neck in terms of operating just from the mind and the taste buds, people still go on and make those do those killings as a matter of conscious choice. It creates stress and trauma in the animal itself. So yeah, I mean, I'm not one to say good and bad. It's just you're just propelling conflict and distress. This mass stuff, there was a ritualistic killing of animals that used to take place in the olden days, and other than that it was hunter-gatherer stuff. But even there, even the animal that was collected for the ritual to be slaughtered was still a hunter-gatherer experience. It is almost like, whilst it was there was some belief that was driving it. It wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't as impactful in a quite a negative way as it is to go and do mass killings of chickens or cows or pigs or goats, just for the purpose of consumption. What it does is vibrationally propagates conflict and distress. So you anchor conflict within you even as you're eating it, and the distress the animal has gone through, you are ingesting that.
So fundamentally, it's not good for your soul journey then.
It doesn't serve you. Doesn't serve you. Now, if you were going out, you were catching a fish and you were eating it, as opposed to fish that is forcibly farmed, that is like quite vibrationless, the farmed fish. Wild fish, catching that's part of their soul journey. They go through that, and then they're caught, and then they're eaten, and so they propagate in vast numbers, knowing that quite a large number of them actually won't make it. So it is less conflicting, and there is practically no distress in a fish when you eat it.
But in the animal kingdom, obviously, they're predators and they eat each other and everything. So that is part of the natural.
Yeah, that's the natural rhythm. It's not natural for us to go and have all these animals breeding in slaughterhouses, kept in cages, or even the excessive milking of cows. I mean, it's what happens to the calves? What happens to the calves? If you've got so many cows giving us the milk, what's happening to the calves? Has anybody asked? Has anybody wondered? Lots of videos online for that. That's why people go vegan. A lot of distress. So it's a combination of conflict and distress. That's why. But thank you for asking this question. And that's why ask me anything. I just love doing it,
Because I do feel the conflict whenever I'm eating non-veg. And it's inside me, there is a conflict. And my taste buds obviously get attracted to it, and convenience is one of the other reasons why I started eating non-veg. Because when you travel, when I started traveling 30 years back outside India, vegetarian was inconvenient. It was not impossible, but it was inconvenient. So, but I do sense that conflict inside me. I'm always conflicted, and I have to switch certain part of my brain to eat non-veg, which is like stop it. I'm not going to hear you. I'm just going to enjoy today. That kind of thing happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for asking the question, Sushant.
Thank you.
Just to add on the discussion, madam,
Mhm.
this is a very great question asked by sir, and together we should try to bring efforts to make the world like the God has made when He created the world. Because the more the humans are doing for their betterment, the we are seeing more atrocities in the nature. So just to add on this, I wanted to speak like this.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing this perspective, Vineet. And God did create animals, and it was like a playground of relationships. So, okay.
Anyone? Asha. One second.
Asha ji?
May I ask? Yeah.
Asha ji,
Yesterday,
I just want to, I want to say to you, I got your message
yeah.
yesterday. And can I answer that question?
Yes, please.
Okay, so basically the question was something about the like a weakness that Asha ji is experiencing in her eyes, which has some time ago has been diagnosed more like a nervous thing, nerve related as opposed to eye related itself. So she was quite concerned about what is going on there. So Asha ji, like every body part has an originating intent.
Mm.
Okay. So the eyes are a sensory organ. All our sensory organs work very, very closely with our flow systems as well as our nervous system. Very closely. So, given that the diagnosis is it's about nerves, let's look at the originating intent of the nervous system. The originating intent of the nervous system is a little bit like as if it's a hammock, and it's literally inviting you to just rest on it and allow yourself to just sink into it and allow whatever it is that you have taken in to just sink into you, giving your body the freedom to receive from it wisdom, nutrition, illumination, insights that it is calling. That's what the nervous system is about. When we ignore this time of simply just letting go and resting in to the nervous system, just like a hammock, the nervous system is constantly stressed. It's in tension all the time. And if it is like if depending on which organ of yours is engaged very actively, that's where the nervous system stress or distress starts to show up. So you have read so much
Yeah.
about spirit, so much. Not only have you read, like physically read stuff,
Yeah.
you've actually served and worked with so many people whose lives have been transformed through the work you do, and so you've read their emotions, you've read reports, you've read a whole variety of case reports, so much reading you've done. So it's time for you to take some time to just relax in and allow whatever you are, without actually having any agenda, just lie back and allow yourself to receive. Now, how can you support yourself so that your nervous system can replenish very fast, right? You are very fortunate. You live right across the ocean, and you
Right.
also live right across a whole bunch of amazing palm trees.
Yeah.
right? You know, you can even go to your terrace if you like, or actually the bed, that bedroom that from which you can see the ocean that your husband used to
Yeah.
be in is
Right.
a great one. You know, you just allow yourself to rest in there. You can ask the trees to hold you in their okayness, like envelop me in your okayness. Allow the ocean as a brother to enable you to see whatever requires to be seen, you know, giving your nervous system the opportunity to be the hammock holding you in a place where you can receive these insights. Okay, so
So,
when you have your morning practice, instead of the
yeah.
reading that you are doing, you can get the
Yeah.
book up, just keep it there and allow yourself to simply go into this space and see what emerges.
So, can I share something?
Yes.
You know, actually, what you are saying is very, very true. Because I felt, okay, this has come to me because God wants me to go within. And that is the reason, because I've been using all my senses so much outside. I have to go inside now. And that's why
Yeah.
I should sit in quiet place, be with myself, let anything that comes, just observe it. And that is what is the real meditation, not sitting for half an hour, because that will help me to go within, and the soul wants that. And since last few days, meditation, whatever is on a playlist, I've started doing it every day, one. Now I think I should do it more, because there I am going within. So that was one thing. But yesterday, what happened, that when anything came with the eye, I used to feel that I know that I'm not body, I'm soul. All this logically I understand. And I used to feel that, oh, I can be any stress or any pain comes on my body, I can take it. But yesterday I realized it was all, whatever I was saying was not true for me. I should be more aware. And in practically, why I become so nervous? The soul is there, the divine is with me. Why this body is okay? You know, I'm nervous about my body. What will I do? I'll be dependent. Why? So जो मैं बोलती हूँ वो ऐसा है ही नहीं. That is what I felt very bad about myself also. Sometimes you feel that it was all rubbish what I was thinking about myself. And this and that, it's all rubbish. When nature wanted me to practice, I could not. I started crying. So you must have noticed how I stopped it. So again in the afternoon, after coming back from the doctor, I really felt, okay, what is this nonsense I'm doing? If anything happens, that is also God's creation. I should gladly accept whatever comes. So I want to be
So now you know that.
healing energy.
Yeah, I will do that. And it's the nervous system that's calling for attention, which is come to me, relax, go within. There's lots of insights that will come to you. Just keep your eyes closed and receive.
That is what you have been doing for 100 hours, spiritual awakening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of all that I should, and my guide to my study, he has been telling me in the 6 months, do not just do meditation, just sit in silence. Don't read, don't listen, nothing. Just be with yourself. That is Rajiv is also telling me. Why do you want to read anymore? That passion of reading is there. That was one thing I wanted to share. मुझे I have to really जो मेरा ego था वो सब पूरा break हो गया कल तो. I'm nothing.
Yeah. You are nothing and you are limitless.
Yes, that's both the way. My mind I'm nothing.
Yeah.
I got, but my soul I'm everything. So that trust in my soul with the help of my thoughts, my emotions, and everything. When you know
Yeah.
that everything is not permanent, nothing is permanent. After doing so much
Yeah.
depression, also I could not practice yesterday.
Mm.
So here I need your support and help to heal myself. I have done
I'm
Reiki
there.
so much for so many people, and I could not do it to myself.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the ocean and the
really
trees that are
active
going to
on
provide.
it. Uh-huh.
Ocean and the
Yeah,
trees that will provide the Reiki to you.
right. Thank you. Thank you. But you support me whenever you need anything to tell me, please tell me.
I will. Thank you. Okay, just on. I think we lost Anushri. Looks like.
Yes. Just on. We can't see.
Hello. You can't see me?
We can see you now.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the health advice you gave me last week, Mynoo, was really helpful. I feel like I'm as I implement those things, it's been great. The Beyond meditation from Thursday felt like such a huge treat. I felt like it was a really magical interjection in the series that we've been doing. It felt like it really met me where I was at, and I was at 4 nights of concerts with the band I love, and I'm now in a 7-day festival here in Costa Rica, and developing a bit of a sore throat and trying to balance things out. It's been a little tricky working with the circadian rhythm stuff because the timelines of being up late and everything here are a little hard to cut things out. I'm just curious. There's a ton of things happening in the field, like a lot of stimulation, and I'm loving it, and also just getting a little worn thin. I'm just curious in this experience, what is a little bit about what's mine to do, and what is the best way to take advantage of the rest of this Costa Rica experience that I'm in with this festival and things like that.
So enjoy the festival, just on. It is meant to be enjoyed thoroughly. Repeat some of the Beyond Meditation circadian rhythm stuff. I think the sleep one, you can just repeat it. It will, reactivate the sleep circadian rhythm. We are actually going to work on gravity today as the circadian set point. That also is really important because it is and I think I've done water already. So circadian rhythm of gravity, heat, and water together literally allows you to release excess buildup of anything out of your system. Okay. So, and zero volting yourself with sleep will keep you in your center. So you're meant to really get everything Costa Rican fully enjoyed and imbued, and cellular memories will be created. The other thing I would say is always remember this whole dialogue about I feel tired, and I've used it. So I'm not like sitting here, giving you a lecture about something that I haven't experienced myself doing. It's only when I realize that me giving myself a statement, I am tired, I'm declaring 124 trillion cells are tired. They're not. Maybe 0.01% of them may feel tired. The rest are not. So, like, this is why this whole phrase of I am, whatever, adding something, I am is just simply I am. There's nothing else to it. It's you in your presence. And in your presence is always in the moment. In the moment, your heart is the one that is singing. which means there's a miracle here. A moment is only a moment in which is rich in miracles. Nothing else that's making your heart sing. Because there is no past, there's no future, tiredness, exhaustion, none of that actually matters. So one of the ways to regroup yourself when a lot of your circadian rhythm is off is to step into the moment. Use your miracle lens like relentlessly multiple times a day. And that self like acts like a switch on of the various circadian set points that may be off.
Nice.
I'm
As I
giving you a few hacks here.
What's that?
I said I'm giving you a few hacks here.
Yeah, I love it. I'm curious if Anushree has put any of the other circadian rhythms up. I know the first two went up pretty quickly on YouTube. Or yeah.
Anushree will respond, I'm sure.
Okay, great. Thank you, Anushree.
Yeah.
And then just. And I'm curious about the timing in Boulder. It's still, I'm thinking about in maybe 10 days, where do I go next in the world? And it's still really cold in Boulder for like 6 weeks. It feels like finding somewhere to be for 6 weeks that's not frozen would be great, and experience Boulder when the spring hits and it, all the green life and the flowers and everything, all the shoots come up. Any thoughts or guidance available on where would be a good place to go, or do I just buckle down and get into the Boulder vibe and bundle up?
I can't share it yet, so just hold space for now. I'll come back to you. Maybe a couple of days, maybe a week. When are you leaving Costa Rica? I think Justin is frozen with this wonderful smile on his face.
Yeah, fabulous. Whenever I decide. There's no timeline. I can stay as long as I want or leave anytime I want.
Okay, so let me come back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the Tao universe feels, it's literally a curate's egg. It's like which part of it that you go to. So yeah, let me be with it. Come back to you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Hi, Mynoo.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to share one feedback on your pain relief meditation. Sorry, I can't, switch on my camera. Anushree here.
Okay.
So before 2 days ago, I was I was suffering from headache and all. So I sent you a message on group for the pain relief meditation. And you told me that it was amazing. I did it before sleeping for half an hour. Like, it's been 2 days. There is no headache, no pain, nothing. It was amazing.
Wow.
So I just wanted to share
Great.
with all you guys. If you have any kind of pain, the breathing practice is like magic that Mynoo shared. We have a gem in our hand we can apply. I just wanted to share my feedback.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Really great to know.
Yeah, thank you so
Really
much.
great to know that.
So next, anyone wants to have any question?
And if not, then we will complete our session today. I will be back for. Oh, Leilani, yes, you had your hand. Yes, yes. Come on.
Okay, so it's related to what you told. I don't remember his name. Oh, it just left me now. I don't remember what it was. Hold on. Sorry. I did write it down. Oh yeah, it was about not eating meat. I I struggle with my body regarding eating meat, because my body seems to want to eat meat and I don't. So I wanted to bring that subject, since we were talking about it.
We are actually
So
going to do a session. We're actually going to do a session on food, living foods.
okay.
It's because it's one of the circadian set points, and I will cover quite a lot there in the context of meat and how you place it in such a way that your body doesn't crave it anymore.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, but I don't eat it, even though my body wants it. I hold back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So if we are complete with the questions, we will just have one word that each one of you share to complete our session. And we will complete our session today.
Okay.
So we'll begin with you, Leilani, your one word to complete your session.
Blessed.
And you can pass it.
I pass it on to Anushri.
Thank you, Lailani. My word is deep, deep gratitude. And I pass it to Shashank.
Thank you, Anushri. My one word is painless living, and I pass it to Asha ji.
Thank you. My word is confidence. I pass it to Justin.
Thank you, rejuvenation. I pass to Nidhi.
Lee, okay.
My word is gratitude, and I'll pass to let's see, how about Vineet?
Enlightened.
And you pass it to?
Akanksha.
Okay, Akanksha.
Thank you, ma'am. A wonderful session. I will just peace.
Great.
Passes
Nidhi,
Sushant.
Sushant has been, so let's say Nidhi. Unmute.
Healing. My word is healing.
Okay, thank you. And you can pass it to, there is Neelam, Meenaji. Yeah.
Neelam. I pass it to Neelam.
Unmute, Neelam.
Live
Unmute.
gracefully. Yes.
Thank you. And pass it to Meena. Yes, unmute Meenaji, completion word. We receive her completion in participating in the session, and my completion word is majestic magnificence. With that, I declare our session complete. So I'll be doing Beyond Meditation in a short while. It's 9 p.m. India time, and whatever that converts to, I don't have it to hand. And then at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 a.m. India time, I will be doing our next Pearl of Wisdom, which is actually about the anatomy of desire. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I will see those of you who join in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.